Hey, and welcome back to Rocco Rex, where I take a recipe and I switch it up a little bit and we see if it works out, if it rocks, or if it wrecks. And a couple weeks back, I asked a question about, do you have something in your kitchen that you bought but you rarely or never have used? So David responded. Say hi, David.
Hello.
David responded that he has his bump pan that he's never really used. So I said, well, let's bring it here and do something with it and see if we rock it or if we wreck it. So today we're gonna do fruits and spices and flavorings. I thought with Halloween coming up, and I'm like, don't be scared of spices and flavorings. So let's just play around with some flavorings and some spices. So what I did was I took this bump pan and I took some pie crust dough and I lined the bump pan with pie crust. And the first fruit that we're gonna put on this is banana, and we're gonna add cardamom and some caramels to it. So we're mixing the flavoring of caramel and the spice of cardamom with banana. So I'm gonna take the banana and we're just gonna slice it in there. We are going to separate the layers with some phyllo dough so that when we cut into it, hopefully we'll be able to see the layers. And then I have a secret little thing that we're going to put on top. We are live right now, and we'll stop for the baking process, and then we'll come back on and see what happens. Oh, gonna do anything? What do you think? Mm-hmm. Banana number 2. So let me know if you're watching us live. Let me know what spices you're afraid to use, or what is the spice that you like to use. I actually had to go and buy this cardamom. I don't know that I've ever used cardamom before, so it is a new spice for me. All right, I'm going to sprinkle some of those in there. I'm just going to shake a little bit of this cardamom on it. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. It is an Indian spice, but it has a sweet taste to it, or so it says. The aroma is definitely interesting.
It's very strong.
Yeah, you can smell it as I'm using it. And then I'm going to take some phyllo dough, and I'm just going to use a couple slices in between. Just want that separation. I'll tilt it here in just a minute and show some of this in there with the banana and the caramel. Going to overlap just a little bit. We're not going to put any butter or anything in between the layers. Alright, so there's the banana, cardamom, and caramel, and then the layer of phyllo dough, and then I'm just gonna cut a piece. Alright, so next up is Granny Smith apples. David's gonna start putting those around there. And then we're gonna use cinnamon, and we're gonna use real maple syrup. It's not that other kind of maple syrup. So if you do have real maple syrup, make sure that when you open it, you do put it in the fridge, because it will go bad. So Dave's just going to put some Granny Smith apples in there. That's perfect. I cut up the apples a little bit earlier today, put a little lemon juice on them and a little bit of sugar just to keep them from going too brown. That's pretty good. Alright. I'm going to sprinkle with cinnamon, and then I'm going to have David just put the maple syrup on there. You don't have to use that all. Just put it on wherever you think it should go. If you turn it that way, they can see you. It's all about the video. I'm gonna go back to these longer sheets. Put those on there. I'm gonna use these thicker ones. Gonna need something to do with this phyllo dough.
Maybe people can make suggestions what to do with leftover fat.
Yeah, I could just butter it.
Yeah.
Get some raisins or nuts and put it in between. Make a little faux baklava with it. I like cooked raisins. Some people don't like raisins at all cooked because you gotta watch it because they can get burned and then they have a really bad taste. Burn. I think that looks good. All right. Then our last one is sliced pears and ginger and vanilla. So, will David put? You put them anywhere, dude. It's your job. You can do whatever you want with them. You can put an extra layer on them if you want. I can even put the ginger in between the layers if you want. Put a little bit of ginger. I'm gonna use this shake card. Ginger can be really strong, so I'm not gonna go super heavy with the ginger. Did you smell that?
Alright.
Yeah.
I think that should just be about that.
Alright, go ahead and put that vanilla flavoring on there. I'm gonna go over here and get my little secret that I'm gonna put on there. So when I was getting all the dough, the pie crust and the phyllo dough, I saw this cookie dough, and I'm like, let's put cookie dough on the top of it. So then when we bake it, and I flip it to see if it falls out, it'll have a nice base of cookie dough on it. So we're just gonna take these little cookies and just kind of flatten them out a little bit. And we're just gonna kind of lay them on here. And we'll see what happens when we do this. So I've got my oven set for 350, and I'm gonna probably cook this for at least a half an hour, if not longer. I'll check it at 30 minutes. So if you are watching, it's gonna be a little while before you see us come back. The video on YouTube will be spliced together, and you'll be able to see it all at the same time. But the Rocco Rex Facebook one, you'll have to watch it in 2 parts. So I apologize for that, but I think it's more fun to do live for those people who do have the time and are watching. I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, go ahead. Fill in all those spaces. Fill in the space right here.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah. It'll spread a little bit too, so. Now I did like question like, do I want any chocolate in there? I thought, chocolate and the banana. I was thinking marshmallow. So you could do a lot. I mean, I'm not a big fruit person, so I'm really interested to see how this all turns out. I don't know, vegetables, whatever, seem to go more for me than fruits, but I don't hate fruits, but I'm not a big apple pie person. I'd rather have chocolate pie or pecan pie. All right, David, I think this looks good. All right, I don't know if you can, I'm going to tip this up so you can see it. So we've covered the top, which is really going to be the bottom, with sugar cookie dough. And I'm going to stick this in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to check it out after 30, see if it needs a little bit more. Take it out, let it rest, invert it, flip it over, and probably let it cool. I was thinking of maybe making a real simple powdered sugar glaze to pour on top of it, so we'll see when we come back and see if we rocked it or if we wrecked it. Alright, see you soon. Hey, and welcome back, and look what we got here. We got this beautiful out of fruit Bunt pie
Smells
ring. Yeah, the house smells great. I just whipped up a simple little powdered sugar glaze. I'm gonna put that, I'm just gonna drizzle that all over it. And then we're gonna cut this, and we are going to try this. I'm like very excited about it. I'm like, it held together, which I was a little nervous about. So the pie crust was a good call. I can't wait to taste it, to be honest. Alright, so here we go. I got some plates ready. And, oh, it's cutting very nicely. Alright. Ooh. Show. Hold that to the camera, and Andrew will get a picture of that.
Got it.
That turned out pretty good. Here we go.
Turn that plate,
Take this one.
rotate the plate so they can see the inside of the,
Oh, yeah.
the bunt cake. Perfect.
Alright, so, Andrew, by all means, grab the plates.
Yep.
Get a little warm. That's a good bite. It's delicious.
Yep.
Just so you all know, it's delicious.
The cardamom, you really taste the cardamom.
Mm-hmm.
It's super flavorful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Oh, it would be awesome with a scoop of ice cream. Just to say. Yeah. It's super warm. It's like right out of the oven. Maybe the cinnamon. Yeah, maybe the cinnamon is a little strong. It kind of overpowers a little bit because I get a strong apple pie kind of taste out of it. But it's super good. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm crazy about the cardamom
I don't know. I think it all really
I think it's perfect.
it goes really well together. I'm like, for me, I get mostly cinnamon, so I'm not getting a strong cardamom. I don't, like I said, that spice is new to me, so I'm not quite sure what to really taste for. But I'm enjoying this, and the cookie bottom was really a nice add-on too. All right, guys. So let me know in your comments on like what you think, or I am gonna do a savory one with the Bunt pan. That'll be a couple episodes down the road. But for the next episode, let me know in the comments what you think I'm gonna do with these old-timey boxed cereals, because these are next.
Meatloaf.
All right, it's Rocco Wrecked out, and I'll see you next time.